What is up, my YouTube channel, and everyone that's watching this that searched up guides on Valorant. Today we have the 2025 guide for all roles in Valorant. Thank you, boys. Let's get started. So first thing, I want to preface this video by saying I've played Valorant a good amount. I peaked Immortal 2, and here's my agent selection pool. It's basically every character in the game. Obviously, I haven't played Harbor or Phoenix because I'm a man of honor. I'm not a loser. But, you know, Sky, Killjoy. I mean, look at all Axe. Chamber, Jet, Sova, Astra. My first 4 top characters in this game are every role. So I have a little bit of a volition on every character and every role, and I kind of know the basic gist to play each character in every role at a higher level. I would say if I had to round up my level skill on every character, probably Immortal 1, set in 3. You know, not the best, but, you know, higher than average. So first role on this list is Duelist. Now, Duelist is an easy role to play in the beginning, but gets harder as you come on. So I would say my first rule for Duelist is communication with initiators, right? If you're a Duelist player and you're not asking for util and ideas from your initiators, you're going to sell the team and you're not going to be able to play the game correctly. If there's a totem pole of who should have the most impact, Duelist is, I would say, 3rd or 4th on the totem pole with comms-wise. Maybe in round it's different, but with comms, 3rd or 4th. Things you should be doing as a Duelist in the initial rounds, pre-round and mid-round, is asking for support from your initiators or your controllers, right? So say we're playing Ascent and I'm Jet and we have an Omen and we have a Sova, right? I'm gonna say, hey, Omen, come to this ping right here and flash through this wall, and then Sova, give me a dart on tree. I'm gonna entry over, and then what I would do is the flash comes, I throw my smoke up here, I updraft and I dash over the wall, and then now I land with the dart here and I fight back sight, right? Now the thing with this is that it really depends on your playstyle, right? Some Duelists like to do things where they dash front sight. So instead of this flask, right, you would ask, hey, Sova, can you dart giraffe or stairs? And hey, Omen, come to this wall right here where I'm standing and flash through market switch, right? And then 3, 2, 1, utils out and you dash in, right? That's the first rule. First rule is being vocal, asking for flashes too. Like a good example of that is this. So a good one for A site is the kind of the exact same combo, right? So you have a KO and a Sova, right? You take the space and you say, hey, you know, Sova, you know, this is all pre-round you're talking. Sova, dart Jenny and KO, throw me a flash dice. And then you flash out, you're up, turn the flash, clear dice, clear Jenny, inside, right? These are simple aspects of the game, but once you nail them down in the higher elo, it comes very proficient, very easy for you to do. Master it, you know? Number 2 is when to slow down and when to speed up. Taking smart engagements, learning how to clear angles, learning how to fight with your team, learning how to know timings and util placements of their strategy and their setups, you know? So the first thing I'll do is when to slow down and where to speed up, right? So usually in higher elo lobbies, Ascendant, Immortal, you'll have someone that's trying to call on your team. So just maybe a pug or IGL, and he'll be saying, we're going to play contact, so you play slow. If he says we're going to go fast, then you go fast, right? That's simple. That's a simple concept. The next concept's a little harder, right? If it's on eco or it's around where you're split and, you know, one duelist on B, one duelist on A, you want to take your time with your engagements, right? But say you get a kill, like after your kill on the initial entry, you should speed up. Because think about it like this. Think about like boxing, right? If you throw a good shot and he's knocked back and concussed and you advance on his spacing, he has a hard time taking back that space. Same thing with this game, right? If you shit on this kid CT and he's like the site player, now the harder retake is on them because now you're in the site, you have the space. One thing I want to talk about big is util placement. Knowing how the enemy team places util. For example, KJs usually play alarm bot and then turret here, right? Common near Sova, hey, break the alarm bot with your shock dart and give me a dart top mid. He broke the alarm bot, you go up here and you dash over, you clear bottom mid. Now you know that this KJ is in this vicinity right here. Like imagine a circle on this ping. He's in this vicinity right here. He can't play back here because the alarm bot would be off. So you broke the alarm bot. Now you have an accurate representation of how to attack this part of the map, right? Obviously, with a KO flash, with a Reyna flash, with something flashable, it's easier to take the space. But just knowing where util is placed, it's easier to fight it. For example, on A, right? Everyone that's above the rank of fucking Silver 2 should know this unbreakable trip from Cypher. This one right here. It goes right here to right here, right? You either comp to your Sova, hey, can you break the trip and I'm gonna dash? Or hey, give me dart backside and I'm gonna dash over the trip and try to kill the kid before anyone gets in. And then you throw your shit, dash over, dart hits, you see where you scan, kill, and they're dead. Another thing we want to focus on is positioning on entry, right? What's bad about this dash, right? Except for the fact that I missed the smoke because I'm a shitter. What's bad about this dash, right? Okay, it dashes now, smoke drops, right? How many angles am I exposed to? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15. Like I'm exposed to everything, man. the whole site's on me, right? So entry awareness and entry positioning is big. I like to entry like this on A. I like to dash to this corner here, tuck in, clear door, right? Because the one thing about this site that's hard to protect is when you dash this kid indoor on the defender side, you're just gonna hard spam this, right? For example, Sam coming inside, smoke here, smoke left, dash in. Oh, bad dash, bad dash. See, that's the one thing about Jet that's kind of rough is it fuck up your shit sometimes. Dash in, right? He's spamming. I hear reload. Opening pick. Now I'm telling my team, close over behind me. I'm gonna lurk up. You know, break window. I'm in there now. That's positioning awareness. That's a big one on entry. Number 3 on the list is taking the right duels. Taking the right duels that give your team an advantage, not just you. And taking duels that are tradable. Big thing. A lot of duelists say they get baited, but they don't know how to fight angles. My bad. So one big thing with duelist players is that they want to just take fights, right? Which you should be. You should be earning for that. I agree. That's your role. But also, tradable fights are big. So for example, smoking here, right? I'm contacting with a teammate. I'm trading this. I'm cutting the cake. Clear upper, clear lower, right? And I'm coming to my teammate. Hey, I'm gonna dash in this corner. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Coming out, dash, right? Now this is a tradable gunfight. He's here. Your teammate kills him when he kills you. He's here. Your teammate swings into this angle. And we fight. Or you guys group like this and you come through tree, right? This is the idea of a right angle, like the right angle to take. Now this is the idea of a bad angle to take, where you're untradable. Is hey, I'm dashing. Right, dash in and immediately just go one-minded to a site, right? Say this kid's here, he picks you and he backs off, untradeable. Now he has time, now 1v1, right? Save it 2v1. More things that duelists want to do is that your first engagements should be tradable picks. Like a really easy example I can give is on A, right? I see a lot of Jets, they're horny for a fight, you know, right? As soon as the barrier drops, they insta swing. Right? Sometimes they get shit on, sometimes they win. A better idea is saying, hey, can someone jump up here? And once the barrier drops, let's double swing this, right? So now you have a high-low. 3, 2, 1, double swing. If I get pissed on, this kid has a chance of trading me. Tradable angle. Same thing applies for anywhere you go. 4th thing on the list is using your ultimate in good scenarios. Like, so with Jet ult, it's a little different than Neon and Yudu and ISO and Raze and Reyna. Reyna's ult you can use whenever. But Jet's ult's actually really big. So Knives is you ult Knives in 2 scenarios, right? One scenario is eco and your team can force buy or like min buy like a bulldog and they're all like bulldogged up and you want a full save, you knife up. Because Knives is kind of a game changer when it comes across to like full buys, because you could just like mink a guy, like, you know what I'm saying, like full movement era, and just mink somebody, which is huge. Second thing is, like, if you're opping, right, and you're like in a 1v2 or you're in a 2vx or you're in a 4vx, right, and you know you shit on one and then you see that the bulk of their team is pushing this, like pop your knives, like get active, because what they're not gonna expect is a Jet to go from this. I've done this a lot in my ranked, especially like yesterday. I played Jet on Fracture and I got a 4K after this play, right? Like I'm holding a tight angle, right? One swings, he sees me, the other kid jiggles me. I shit on this kid, right? The second kid's expecting me to play like super re-peak slow, right? He's holding the angle here. I have my nice hot right. Updraft. I just 2-tap him. He's dead. That's a big win. That's a 2v1 right there. I won that. Knives are game changing. You want to use knives when you have to, when you have like a chance to play them, right? When it comes down to Neon ult, the Neon ult's good on flank or like a fast entry, a Haven entry, you know, where you flash graffiti with Omen. Maybe you throw a dart like top of that roof, and then you have full sight, and then you fucking just Neon ult out. Yudu ult is good for info. You do ult when you want info rounds. Hey, we're gonna 4-stack A. Yudu, can you ult B and get the info? Perfect. ISO ult's good for stopping plants, for taking people off certain angles that your team needs to win the round. Like on Abyss, that back right angle on B is pretty strong. You take someone off that angle, he can't fight that anymore. Your team can take that space. He's dead. Raise rocket, it's a grenade, it's an RPG. If you can't figure that one out, don't play Raise. That's the 4th one. 5th one is a simple ideology. If you're playing Duelist, don't be a fucking pussy. Now, what I mean by that is not your personality traits. Like if you're a pussy in real life and you're like, oh my god, I can't win a fight, I'm gonna leave, I'm gonna quit. Like, no, I'm not talking about that. I'm saying physically don't be a bitch. Like swing when needed to swing. Take first engagements. Obviously take them smart. Don't be a fucking idiot. Take them smart. Take first engagements. Don't be afraid to get baited, because motherfucker, you're gonna get baited. And just try to be positive on your attack round. Look, hear me out. So I played Haven. Haven's my Jet map. I only go Jet. I only insta-log Jet on Haven. I've had a defensive pass where I go 25 and like 10, and then on attack I literally have 1 kill. I'm 26 and like 12 or like 15, right? Because I'm getting baited every round, because that's the point of your role. You're taking space off their defensive setup. You're drawing crosshairs towards you so people can swing behind you and trade, right? Only a few times
in any game does a duelist dash in and get 4 fucking kills, like in only a few separate times. That's not every round. No, way or near every round. You get baited more than you get 4Ks. So learn how to get baited. And that's the end of the Duelist guide. It's a small, simple Duelist guide. If you want more Duelist guides or a more in-depth one per character per se, please comment below what you think and let me know what you think. But now we're gonna move on to the second role in Valorant, Initiator.